What if I told you that one small act of kindness, a moment no one records and no one applauds, can quietly change everything? Not just for an animal, but for the person who chose compassion. Most people believe luck is random, that good things happen by chance and bad things happen without reason. But this story may make you question that belief. Stay with me until the end, because what unfolds here is a reminder that kindness never disappears, it only waits for the right moment to return. This video was created for educational purposes to raise awareness about animal welfare. Some visuals have been recreated using AI technology, but the emotions, the choices, and the message behind this story are inspired by real events that happen around us every single day, often unnoticed. Every city has silent stories, lives that blend into the background, animals we step around instead of stepping toward. On one ordinary street, there was a stray dog that most people passed every single day, not because he wasn't there, but because it was easier not to care. His body was thin, his fur dirty and tangled, and his movements slow from exhaustion. His eyes told a story of hunger, pain, and waiting for something he didn't know how to ask for. He didn't bark for attention. He didn't chase cars. He didn't beg. He simply lay there, existing quietly in a world that had already moved on without him. People noticed him, but noticing is not the same as caring. Some felt sorry for him and kept walking. Others felt uncomfortable and crossed the street. Many avoided eye contact altogether, as if looking too closely might make them responsible. We often tell ourselves comforting lies. Someone else will help. Animal services will come. He'll survive. It's not my problem. But sympathy without action doesn't change anything. And while we wait for someone else to do something, time continues to pass. Hunger grows, pain deepens, hope fades. Helping feels heavy. It interrupts routines. It costs time and energy. It forces us to acknowledge suffering that we'd rather not see. So we protect ourselves with excuses. We say we can't save everyone. We say our effort won't matter. And with that single thought, another chance at compassion quietly slips away. Days turned into weeks. The dog remained, invisible, yet still alive. Each night colder than the last, each morning harder than the one before. Survival became his only routine. And then one evening something changed. Someone stopped. Not a hero, not wealthy, not famous, just human. They didn't see a problem to be solved or a responsibility to be avoided. They saw a living being, a soul. With gentle hands they offered food, slowly, carefully, as if afraid that the moment might disappear if they moved too fast. The dog hesitated, not out of fear but disbelief. Kindness had not come easily in his life. There were no cameras, no photos, no social media posts, no audience. Just a quiet exchange between two lives that had crossed paths at exactly the right moment. Warmth followed, care followed, help followed. And in that ordinary, unnoticed moment, something extraordinary began. True luxury isn't found in money, cars, or status. It's found in what you're willing to give when no one is watching. Compassion doesn't ask how much you earn or what you own. It doesn't care about your background or your schedule. It asks one simple question. Will you care? Kindness given freely leaves a mark far deeper than we realize. Not just on the one who receives it, but on the one who gives it. Because when compassion comes from a pure place, it changes something inside us. It reminds us of who we are meant to be. Days passed, then weeks. Life moved forward as it always does. The dog's condition improved, strength slowly returned, trust followed. But the story doesn't end there, because something else began to unfold, quietly and unexpectedly. An opportunity appeared. A moment of good fortune arrived at a time when it was needed most. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't announced, it simply showed up. Some would call it luck, others would say it was coincidence. But those who believe in balance know it by another name: karma. Karma doesn't arrive loudly. It doesn't seek attention. It works silently, patiently, returning what was placed into the world. Not always in the same form, not always when we expect it, but always with intention. What you give has a way of finding its way back to you. Kindness has memory. Compassion leaves an imprint. And the universe never forgets. Life can feel unfair. There are moments when effort seems pointless and hope feels distant. Moments when the present feels heavy and the future uncertain. But even in the darkest situations, one act of love can shift everything. When you refuse to surrender to fate, when you choose compassion over comfort, light finds a way back in. This isn't just a story about a dog. It's a reflection of the choices we make every day. The moments we stop. The moments we walk away. The moments that define who we are when no one is looking. Millions of animals are still waiting. Not for perfection, not for wealth, not for promises,